Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Doobie Being Distracted, trying to look up something at the exact wrong time. My name is Doobie Mosley. I'm the co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there is our executive editorial director, Kyle Burbank, and we're going to talk to you about what's going on in the world of Disney today. Hey, GPP, how you doing? Where are the regulars? Well, yeah, there's Fred Ramirez. Nice to see you. I heard some bad news that Nikki B wouldn't be here, but then I heard some good news that she would be here. So hopefully you're there, Nikki B. Let's get started. Right, we always start with the Disney stock price. Yesterday it was $98 and change. Kyle, has it reached over 100 again?
Yes.
Let's get a refresh. No, it is down a little bit. $97 and change.
Don't let go of that positivity.
Spiraling. We're not going to dwell on that. Let's move on. Master Ethan.
Hello there and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. I feel like I'm pounding on a big door. No one can hear me knocking. I feel like I'm falling flat to the floor. No one can catch me from falling. The hourglass has no more grains of sand. My watch has stopped. No more turning hands. The crew have abandoned the ship. The lights are on but no one is in. Take it to the bridge, throw it overboard. See if it can swim back up to the shore. No one's in the house. Everyone is out. All the lights are on and the blinds are down. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is overcast this morning and could possibly see showers as early as this afternoon. Ahead of that, they'll hit a high of 61 and will only cool a few degrees from there. Walt Disney World is sunny today and will stop just short of 80. Castaway Cay is also sunny today and will see a 71-degree high. There are a few clouds over Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, but it's mostly sunny and 76 degrees. Disneyland Paris is currently right around 40 with overcast skies. Tokyo will have a sunny morning and warm to 65, but cloud cover will return in the evening, cooling things 10 degrees by the night's end. Following overnight showers, Shanghai will be cloudy and cool tomorrow with a high of 53. Finally, Hong Kong will reach 76 tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
We have breaking news. This just in. We have a new poster. Moana 2 now streaming on Disney Plus. They released this ugly, hideous poster, which is clearly not a poster because you would never hang this anywhere in the world. But it is breaking news here. You can catch Moana 2 on Disney Plus right now. But, Doobie, we have actually more exciting Disney animation adjacent news. We finally got a real trailer for the quote-unquote live-action Lilo and Stitch. You want to take a peek?
Let's watch it. It's a bit long, 2.5 minutes. I think it's worth it.
It's good. A spoiler, I like it.
All right, we're watching Lilo and Stitch, the trailer.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
Walk like an angel.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Oops, a little soon. Wow.
What'd you think?
Why have they been hiding this?
It feels like a throwback to live action movies of like 2002 as well. Like in addition to just being like a live action remake, I don't know. It seems like fun, and also it's giving Rigby for sure. The boot scoot for sure.
Oh, not the best part of having a dog. Yeah, that just looks totally fun. It doesn't look like it's trying to do more than the original. It's just having a good time. It's so cute. It's nice, PG. There's no 13 there for some weird reason. I'm a little excited. Disney, what you been hiding?
Best reviewed live action remake since The Jungle Book. You heard it here second because it was on the podcast first. That hits theaters May 23rd.
I am predicting right now, bold prediction. It's going to blow Snow White out of the water, both I don't know about critically, but certainly box office.
Can you pull up the Disney YouTube channel, like their channel page?
Yeah, sure.
I noticed this morning when I went to go watch this trailer that their featured image is Thumper. And it made me wonder if that's a response to the Snow White criticism. If you haven't got something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
That would be really, really, really funny. Wow, Snow White. When is that? That's March 21st. That's premiering while we're on the ship, actually. I think midnight of our last day would be the expected premiere. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's move on to another character that everyone loves, and that would be Figment. Why? Because there is a Figment PEZ dispenser now available at EPCOT. How cool is this? Spotted at ImageWorks next to Dreams of Imagination. This PEZ dispenser features Figment's head atop a purple container, and it comes with 3 candies: raspberry, grape, and cherry. It is only $4.49. And did you know PEZ only has 35 calories for the entire pack?
Nice.
That's almost a health food. There are other ones available as well, but the Figment is the one we care about over at EPCOT. So yes, PEZ definitely still exists. I see them in the store all the time. Mickey.
There's also a 75th anniversary Cinderella.
Did I get there? There it is. There it is. So Disney PEZ, again, health food, 35 calories per sleeve. Go out and enjoy.
Well, with the 70th anniversary celebration of the Disneyland Resort coming up, we have some offers you'll want to take advantage of if you are planning to visit. So first, you can save up to 20% on select Disneyland Resort hotel rooms. This is for Sunday through Thursday nights from May 16th to August 14th. You have to book by July 31st, and this includes the Grand Californian, the Disneyland Hotel, and the villas at the Disneyland Hotel. And if you're a Disney Visa card holder, that 20% discount increases to a 30% discount with the same parameters. And if you plan on booking either one of those, we recommend you call our friends at mousefantravel.com/laughingplace or just go to the website. You don't
call
have to-
them, pick
don't
up
have
the
to call
phone and call the number.
and say Laughing Place sent me. They will make sure that this offer is actually the best for you. And then we talked about it when it was first announced, but we have more details on the special ticket offer where you can get for $400 a 4-day, 1 park per day ticket. So that's $100 per day. Or there's a 3-day option for $360 for $120 each day. These are valid from May 16th to August 14th. And I thought this was interesting. You can purchase up to 5 tickets per person each day. So if you want to hoard these Disneyland tickets, I guess you can do that. But yeah, those are now on sale. They won't be valid until May 16th, but you can purchase them now.
Doobie,
Whoa.
use the screen to its full potential, Doobie. There we go. Much better. All right. And if you do book one of those stays at the Disneyland Resort, specifically the Grand Californian, be aware that the special Grand Californian entrance,
Didn't know where you're going with that.
the Grand Californian entrance to DCA will be closed. It's currently closed, and it won't be opening until mid-May. They appear to be doing construction there. We believe it is because they're installing the new turnstiles there with the automatic entry gates as they currently have at California Adventure and Disneyland. So it will be closed until mid-May. You still can use the Pixar Pier Hotel entrance, which isn't very far. It's kind of right outside the front entrance, and it lets you into Pixar Pier instead of the Golden State area. And of course, you can use the main entrance if you so choose.
Still you.
Still me. All right. Do you ever watch The Floor?
Yes.
The
I mean, we watched the first season.
The saddest thing on The Floor is when a person sits there not realizing it's their turn and the clock just ticks away. Yeah, that's what that felt like. All right. We found out yesterday, good news. I see that this, the headline in our article is Walt Disney World decreases down payment on annual pass monthly payment program, increases monthly cost. All right. Factually true. But it didn't increase the price of the pass. So the fact that they're lowering the down payment is nothing but a good thing. You get to keep more of your money longer.
I would prefer that they have the option to let you put down whatever down payment you want.
Why? It's your money. If you want to put down more, you put it in the bank, and then as each monthly payment comes, you transfer it over to the account, and in the meantime, you've gained a little bit of interest. It's your money.
Okay.
Keep your money as long as you can keep it.
It's
All right.
my money, and I want it now.
Anyway, good news. Disney World has made a few changes to the monthly payment program on their annual passes, resulting in a lower down payment and increased monthly cost, decreasing from the original $205 price point, which, you know, if you've got a family of four, you're buying AP fours, that's $820. That's a lot
That's
of money.
pegged to the price of I think the top one-day ticket. That's why it was that $205.
And now it's only $99. That means you can buy a pass and enter the park for less than the cost of a one-day ticket, which is kind of cool. And then, of course, you have the higher monthly payment. Fred Ramirez knows where you're going. The higher monthly payment to make up for it. So not bad. I love it very much. Let's see. Yep, so $99 is your down payment. If you get the Pixie Dust Pass, that becomes $34 a month. And the highest tier in Credit Pass becomes $130 per month.
But of course, most of those are for Florida residents only.
These
or
are
DVC.
Yeah, most of these passes are, but the monthly payment is exclusively for Florida residents anyway.
Yeah.
This only applies to new passes, of course, because when you're renewing, there is no down payment. They just divide the cost of the pass by 12. So then the monthly payment's even higher. And Kyle wants to say, no, let me give you $500 up front. Kyle, they'll take your money.
Well, we got some news from Disney Brand and Television. They've ordered a new pilot for potentially called Coven Academy, a single-camera supernatural dramedy created by this guy, Tim Federle. And if you've heard his name a lot lately, it's because he was the creator of High School Musical, the musical, the series. He's working on the Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion sequel we talked about not too long ago. He's also working on The Greatest Showman stage adaptation, and he apparently is making a live-action adaptation of Vampirina. So he is future Disney legend Tim Federle. Maybe I'll learn how to say his name properly one time. But yeah, busy guy working on a new show called Coven Academy.
Is supernatural dramedy an actual genre?
It is now.
I mean, because I kind of go by, like, when you look up a musician in Wikipedia.
I'd say Buffy the Vampire Slayer is probably a supernatural dramedy.
When you look up a musician in Wikipedia, and it'll like have some very narrow category, but it's underlined, like that's the category. So I want to know a supernatural dramedy, a category. I'm going to wiki.
I think they're two separate things. I think dramedy is something, and then it's a further modifier.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just one. It's not. Okay.
I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there.
Gavin Doyle quickly becoming, actually I like Gavin Doyle. He is a contributor here, but he runs his own site, Mickey Visit. When we did our event in New Orleans that Disney invited us down to, I got to enjoy beignets with Gavin Doyle and a couple other people. Really good time. Very nice.
Mickey Visit was also our source on that DCA entrance story.
Oh, he's doing well in life, isn't he? Staying at the Grand California. All right. Anyway, he has a new article entitled "The Top 5 Unique Disneyland Souvenirs That Are Worth It." Love stuff like that. So I'm just going to go through them. There's only 5. Spoiler alert. Number 1, hand-cut silhouettes. Ever done it, Kyle?
Nope.
Me either. Always see it, never done it. Number 2, Disneyland name paintings. Ever done it, Kyle?
Maybe when I was very little.
Oh, I've never done it. Press pennies. Ever done it, Kyle?
Yes.
Many of those. That's cool. Now
Although
we're
they're
getting
not
to...
really pressed pennies now. They're really just pressed pieces of copper.
Now we're getting to the really rare and unique stuff. Popcorn buckets.
I'm sure I couldn't tell you if I purchased a plastic popcorn bucket in Disneyland.
And finally, the rare and unique Disney apparel.
I've purchased plenty of Disney apparel. I'm not wearing a Spirit jersey today, but that's only because it got warm again out of nowhere.
I am wearing a Roosevelt's today. Thank you, Roosevelt's. And though it was not purchased at Disney World, but it still counts. Also, I would just like to mention from around LP, we don't mention this all the time, but we do this show twice a week. My son and I do Disney Trivia Live. We had an episode yesterday. Our contests were the Sherman Brothers and early DCA. A lot of fun.
Always
Kyle,
good to plug a show right before going on hiatus.
Did you win one of these, Kyle?
I did.
You were.
I thought Nikki B was going to catch me, but that Hollywood and Dine, Hollywood and Vine, that's a bad beat.
That's a tough, especially since it's the other one in Florida, so it's very easy to confuse them. What was your name in the second one? Maseka?
Maseka. Yeah, I'm so disappointed that you didn't get the reference and kept mispronouncing it. Because it's.
I don't remember Mission Tortilla Factory.
There's a little dog. It zooms out and goes.
I don't remember, but I knew it was a question coming up, so I loved seeing that was.
That's not the first time I've done that, where I've spoiled an answer by making it my name.
And still,
I think last time I was like Rustworthy, and that was one.
And still, many people missed it, which cracked me up. That, by the way, if you've never seen that show, is my son Gideon. We host this show together, Tuesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, when we're not on vacation, which we will be for the next Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So, but we will be back in 2 weeks to show that again. Thank you, Nikki B. Thank you very much. I like having quizzes. We have a lot of stuff that just our classic Disney fans like Nikki B just don't get. They don't go to the parks all the time and stuff. So when you have some throwbacks like this that let her get in there, that's a lot of fun. It was a good one.
And the rest.
And speaking of and the rest, I think this is your turn.
Yeah, it is. Maria and Enzo's is hosting an Italian Vine and Dine, not to be confused with Hollywood and Dine or Hollywood and Vine, event at the end of the month. This will take place on Saturday, March 29th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Guests can enjoy delightful Italian dishes that are expertly paired with a selection of 4 Bonfi wines, and a knowledgeable wine expert will give insightful commentary throughout the event. This, no surprise, given the presence of wine, is for people 21 and over, and tickets are now available. They are $89 each.
Can I assume, based on your pronunciation of that word, that you are not a knowledgeable wine expert?
I am not a knowledgeable wine expert, but if you want to ask me about non-alcoholic beer, I'm fairly knowledgeable. I'd say I'm a connoisseur. I think it's safe. I've tried like 80 of them at this point. I think that's pretty good.
Do you have a spreadsheet?
I don't have a spreadsheet. I do have a Google Doc list.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is O'Doul still a thing?
O'Doul's is still a thing. I've had that too. That's on my list. I haven't had it recently, and I'm sure it's not.
So what are some of the better non-alcoholic beers?
Well, Athletic's the most widely released. That one's easy to find. I like a lot of their stuff. They do a lot of limited releases, so it's cool because you can like always try something new from them. My favorite overall is probably Go Brewing. They're out of the Chicagoland area, and they do a double IPA that's really good. Oh, and then Becca's favorite is Biro. That's Tom Holland's non-alcoholic beer. That's the only one. So normally, like, she'll have like a sip of my non-alcoholic beers. Biro's the first one where she's like wants her own can and will drink it regularly as if it's a real beer.
I feel like we need a new series somewhere on Laughing Place for Kyle. Maybe we'll have NA beer and music. You drink non-alcoholic beer while I sing Disney songs.
There you go.
On our members-only stream. Over at Blizzard Beach. Want to be a member? Click that join button. A lot of fun. All right, over at Blizzard Beach, they have extended hours through spring break. So through March 29th, they are staying open an extra hour every day, being open until 6 instead of 5. So yeah, a little extra time swimming, especially useful if you're using that cool perk they have this year where you can get free admission to the water park on the day you arrive. You arrive at 1 o'clock. Want to use that water park? You got an extra hour to use it for the next couple of weeks. So go take advantage of that.
And then finally in this segment, we got news that Steve Buscemi is joining the cast of Searchlight Pictures' Wild Horse 9. That's from the Martin McDonough. Anyway, Banshee. He directed Banshees of Inisherin and In Bruges. Apparently, Steve is going to be replacing the role that was going to be played by Mark Ruffalo, which totally makes sense because they're basically the same person. But also starring in this movie, Sam Rockwell, John Malkovich, and Parker Posey.
Cool.
The fun stuff.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I just said I think that's an upgrade. Yeah, we also have to watch pet videos. All right, so we have a new article up on LP that I think is pretty fun. It is the topiaries of EPCOT at night. And before I scroll through a few of those, first, I'm so happy here. By Trisha Kennedy, but pictures by Jeremiah Good. Thank you, new website. All right, so let's just take a look at some of these. These topiaries are all designed to be very beautiful at night with the lighting they have, and I'm very glad our guys got back to get those, and we put that together into a feature. So you can go check that out. It's a fun thing at LP. I deem it fun. Should we call this section stuff, and then we get to deem it if each one is fun or not?
Sure, we can do that. I'll need to make a new intro. The stuff. I guess I could just blip out fun. the TBA. TBD stuff.
TBD. All right, I saw this morning. I thought it was adorable. This is on the TikTok from Adventures with Stina07. I hope the audio comes through. It's very subtle, but this is adorable. It is when you just can't Disney anymore. You can hear the fireworks in the background and just her very low sleep breathing. I've lived this experience, not from this view, goodness, but I've lived this experience. It is so cute. So just thought I'd share.
Awesome. All right, Doobie.
Lilo and Stitch.
Not a huge day.
Okay.
On this day in 1946,
Fred Ramirez wants to make sure you don't completely change the intro.
Okay. Someone was born. There once was a voice with great skill who made animal sounds with a thrill. From dogs to the beasts, he voiced every feast and cartoons. He's the king of the hill. His credits include Max in Little Mermaid, the Footstool in Beauty and the Beast, Abu in the animated Aladdin, the Cave of Wonders in the live-action Aladdin, and the Lion Roars and Hyena Laughs in The Lion King.
I so should know this. How about Frank Welker?
That is Frank frickin' Welker. Look at you.
Thank you. Whoa, wrong
screen.
More about that channel. Thank you, Fred Ramirez.
You?
I have no idea who that is. Frank Welker. Isn't Frank Welker an actor?
He was also in The Computer Wears Tennis Shoes.
Okay, that's not who I'm thinking of. Isn't there another Welker?
So you just lucked into it.
Who am I thinking? Frank Welker. No. Who am I thinking of? Help me. I
don't know.
Is there another actor named Frank?
I'm sure it's Frank Stallone.
No, it's not. Frank. Is there a Frank Waller? Frank Walker? No, this is going to drive me crazy. We can't move on.
I know. I'm just going to sit here.
This is okay. I know who's in my head. Who's the name? Who's the name of the guy that?
Who's the name of the guy?
I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish my statement. Peter Weller is who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
No relation.
On this day in 1962.
No, but let me ask you my other question.
Right.
Who's the name of the guy? Because I need to know his name. Because the guy from Fast and the Furious, I believe, but who died in the tragic car wreck.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Not even close to Frank Welker.
But that's who's in my head. Okay, moving on.
This day, 1962, someone was born. Someone who has a connection to one of our top stories today.
That's all I get.
No, I can give you more. That was just your first round of hint.
Okay, I'll take
Okay.
more.
Continuing. A creator with vision so bright gave Stitch a wild alien fight. With fur and with fun, he made hearts feel undone. In Disney's world, he's pure delight.
Chris Sanders?
Chris Sanders. It's
Okay,
his
I
birthday.
I should have guessed that before you said that, but there's no way I thought Chris Sanders was, what year was he born? 62?
Yeah.
There's no way I thought Chris Sanders was 10 years older than me. Wow. All right. Looking good, Chris. Do you know his wife was named Chris? They broke up, I believe, but his wife was named Chris Sanders too.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
On this day, 1964, a movie was released. A tiger, both fierce and astute, takes a walk with a curious pursuit. Through jungle and grass, he moves with such class in a world where the wild's absolute.
I was really worried what you were going to rhyme with grass right there.
Me too. I hadn't read it ahead of time. Stars Brian Keith and Vera Miles.
This sounds like a Kaplan family classic.
It sure does.
I don't know.
It's called A Tiger Walks.
TIL. Wow.
A young girl's faith, a town's raw courage against a frightened tiger on the loose.
I need to bring in Rebecca's sister. She's on the East Coast, so I'm sure she's awake. Bring in Rebecca's sister during this segment and have her help me out.
And finally, on this day in 2020, the Disneyland Resort made an announcement. Can you guess what the announcement was?
My wife tried to help me out with who I'm thinking of. Fred
Willard.
But no, it was sadly, unfortunately, it was the guy who crashed who I was thinking of. All right, what was your question again? I'm sorry.
On this day, in the year 2020,
Yes.
the Disneyland Resort made an announcement.
I'm guessing they closed their doors.
They were closing their door. Not yet. They closed on the 14th. Wow. But yeah.
Remember that so well. I'm sure I feel this. We had an event in Southern California that day, or not that day, but just before, it was the debut of like an Easter hunt they're doing at Disney stores. We went to the original Disney store to do it. They were going to be rolling it out across the country. We went to Knott's Berry Farm on that trip. We went to Disneyland on their trip and come home, and none of that happened. Never rolled it out. I'm reading ESPN. That's Disney. ESPN has a big feature yesterday that I'm slowly reading on the NBA and when they shut down. And remember, one of their high-profile guys had the disease back when so few people did. And it's just an interesting read to take.
Rudy
you back
Gobert.
5 years. Yeah, thank you very much. An interesting read to take you back 5 years and remember what it was like. In those early days, it got much messier later on, but those first few days were kind of everyone was pretty much on the same page, and it's like, what the heck is going on in the world? Very interesting.
We got 2 minutes left till 10 o'clock. Do you have any other actors you confused with each other?
You know, I think we should do because it's that good. Watch it again. 2 minutes.
Roll it again.
That's not it.
That's my script.
Let's watch that again.
If it's on Disney Plus, let's see if a tiger walks.
I see what was frustrating you now. That add to stage used to automatically override yours. Now I have to remove yours first, I think. All right.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's
We'll do the
trying
top
to
10
find
after.
the police cruisers.
He took the red one. What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
Talk like an angel.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Didn't cut it short that time. We'll do one more quick thing before we take a look at the top of the hour. We have a request for the Disney Channel top 10, which I will look at on my TV 14 settings. Loading, loading, loading. Here it is. Let's take a look. I would like to see Snow White, by the way, reach this top 10 since the movie's coming out. Come on, people. We have Win or Lose, the Pixar series, Angry Birds movie still at number 2, American Idol. I guess it's premiered probably, so it's up to number 3. Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers, Spider-Man Homecoming, Freaky Friday still hanging on, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Civil War. Please, Disney, bring us an MCU free top 10 so I'm just curious what else people are watching, or take it out to 20 or something, because it's so dominated by MCU. What do you got on yours, Kyle?
Let me take a look.
See, while you do that, I'll read Tony. The one thing I was looking forward to with this was how they were going to approach Pleakley and Jumba. And the see them as human filter seems disappointing. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Tony Ranton.
I got Daredevil Born Again at number 1.
I keep forgetting
number
to watch
4
that.
is The Devil in the Family, still hanging in there. 6 is Paradise, which did not have a new episode, so it's just chilling. But yeah, those are the 3 differences.
Cool. All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. What do we got going on today, Kyle?
You guys have, for real this time, Parks Talk at 4 p.m. We got tomorrow. We'll have a walk and talk, but yeah, that's 2 show. Let me check the schedule, make sure I'm not missing anything else. But that's all I know about. Jeremiah's tweeting from SeaWorld this morning, so you can catch that over on laughing_place on X. And it is the 12th. We got Parks Talk, and yeah, those are the only 2 things going on.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you later on for Parks Talk, and same time tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. See ya.
Bye.